Hey, thanks for tuning in. Watch me while I do my makeup for my photo shoot. I love using Duo Lash Glue to set my brows. It helps your brow to stay on all day. I've tried so many brow pencils, but I always end up going back to NYX. It's so affordable and it definitely gets the job done. I'm using it in the color brunette today. Most pencils come with a brush at the end. However, I'm all about skincare, so after you use that same brush for a while, you want to make sure you're switching it out. So I normally purchase disposable mascara wands from Amazon to make sure that I'm not continuing to use the brush on the pencil that I'm using. One thing that NYX is going to do is make a good product. And this brow tint pen has not failed me yet. I love it. It definitely helps to add the finishing touches to your brow. I love using the matte concealer brush. However, I could not put my fingers on it, so I decided to use the brow concealer brush that I purchased from Amazon. It's the same size. It's just a little bit more short, so we're going to see how this works. Precision is everything, so just visualize what you want your look to be like and place the product in that exact place. I'm going in with the MAC eyeshadow primer. Yes, I do love MAC. I can't help it. It's just a part of me. I used to think, like, if I'm using concealer, do I really need to use an eyeshadow primer? And the answer is yes. If you're not taking that concealer all the way down onto your eyelid, you do need to go in with the eyeshadow primer. That's if you want your look to last. For my eyeshadow look, I am going to be using the OG Juvia's Place Warrior palette. Just using two colors from the palette, the brown that you see, light brown that you see me dipping into. I'm using that for the background. But first, let me use Airspun to set my eyelid. So yeah, here you see me yapping about Clinique and their brushes because people really do sleep on Clinique. Yeah, I get it for the makeup, whatever. However, they have some really good brushes. I have brushes from when I worked there in like 2019 that are still lasting. So I will not complain on Clinique. I love some of their brushes. So back to what I was doing. I am going in with the Juvia's Place Warrior palette to do my eyeshadow look. I'm using a light brown, which is the closest that they have in the palette, closest to my skin tone. This is to make the look blend a little bit better. And then I am going to go in with the darkest brown that is in that palette. I'm using patting motions, and then I'm going back and forth to make it blend out and, again, look more natural. And this helps to not place too much product in one spot. You see how my hands are angled at the end of the brush? That helps as well to not place product in one spot. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm supposed to be trying this hat where the makeup won't crease. I hope it works. Cause I need for this to be what it says it's going to be. dry down a little bit, I'm using my Milk Hydro Primer. But of course, y'all, I got 30 minutes. I like to go in with this e.l.f. primer, putty primer, in my T-zone area. It helps to keep from getting shiny throughout the day. I do it on my forehead, chin, nose, and on the sides of my nose as well. The concealer I'm using here is e.l.f.'s Hydrating Concealer in the color Deep Caramel. This foundation is from Milani in the color Amber. Sometimes it could be hard to find, but most of the time I get it from Walgreens. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. So as you can tell, I'm going in with it a little bit more because I am doing photos. For an everyday look, I wouldn't use as much. However, I want this foundation to have as much coverage as possible. So that's too much makeup, gang. Don't worry, I got something for you too. Got something for you too. I'm just taking my pictures today, so. This is my favorite edge scarf, so it's getting washed for sure after I finish this. I'm setting my under eye with Laura Mercier's powder in the color Honey. I don't like to use too much because it tends to make me look a little cakey. So I dip my brush and I tap off as much as possible before applying. I'm highlighting these areas using the same concealer that I use to conceal my under eye. For contouring, I'm using Clinique's foundation stick and the shade Clove. Now it's time to blend everything out. To me, you can never blend enough. Just blend away. The brush I'm using is from BH Cosmetics. It's one of the first brushes I purchased as a beginner, and I still use it. It's one of my favorites as well. I'm using Sasha Buttercup powder to set my face. And the brush that I'm using, another one that I love. It's so fluffy. It's from Real Techniques. This blush palette is from Morphe. I'm using 2 shades. One of the final steps, if you have a hair scarf, make sure you take it back so that you can blend the product into your hairline. You do not want to forget this step. Very important. I'm using MAC Fix Plus Spray to melt everything down. I know it's several other sprays out here. However, this is the one that I had in my kit for today, and it's the one that I'm using. I love it anyway. When you spray this, it just helps everything come together. This is me trying to debate whether I want to put on lashes or not. Like, girl, yes, you're taking pictures. Of course you want to put on lashes. I'm going back in with MAC Skin Finish. This is another product that's good for finishing. It really helps the look to come together as well. I think I'm using it in the color dark, or maybe it's medium. I'm not sure. One of the two. But another great product. For lashes, I'm using a set from Kiss. I did the majority of it off camera. However, lashes is not hard to put on. You just have to keep practicing. It took me a while to get it, but once you get it, you got it. Let me know if you want me to do a separate video on how to apply lashes the easy way. I was definitely running out of time at this point. Baby, it's time to go. I went in with that setting spray. You don't have to do that much. That's just a me thing. And I'm still at it. The bronzer I'm using here is from Morphe in the color Phantom. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your favorite part of this look or what you'd like me to do next in the comments below. Until next time, stay beautiful and stay creative.